Hey, it's ISF Basketball. I am going to do a tutorial for, or well, try to do a tutorial for Wakey Wakey's Dance So Good. um, I got requests as far as what the chords were, and somebody asked me and shot me a comment and asked whether I would do a tutorial or not, so I figured why not. I've really never done one before, so I mean, there's the potential that this might fail. But at any rate, I'll try my best to help you and break down the song and make it as simple as possible because it really is not that difficult of a song. So anyway, I'll first show you the left hand. Typically, I don't know if I haven't said so yet, but I figured it out by ear, so I'm gonna be off, and I'd rather not have people complaining about that. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's fine. But so it's easier if you have, I don't know, the lyrics by hand if you want to sing with it, if that's why you're wanting to learn it, or if you just want to learn it because you think it's pretty chord progressions, then that's fine as well. But I'll show you the left hand. So the left hand is basically goes from G, F sharp, E, D, C, and also I'm transposed one down. So if yours doesn't sound the same as mine, then that's okay. You can try to cross compare it with the original song. I just do that because it's easier for me to sing with it. But anyway, you hit these keys twice, so it's, and that's just for the verse. And you just go down, and then that's where he says you're so beautiful, and then it goes up and it says, then it goes back to and I remember every word you said, and then it goes back down, and that's sort of what it does for the verse. And that is combined with, forgive me, I'm holding the camera with my right hand, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this because I don't have any way to suspend it or anything. But that's the verse, and then the chorus is sort of it just goes from G, C, and then G, and then E, then D, then C, then D, then E, and then back to G, and then back to C. So yeah, that's a bit quick, but at the end of the video, I'll just play the song through as slowly as I can, and I'll sing with it, and hopefully that'll help you a bit more than what I'm doing right now. For the verse, I make it very, very, very simple. So with the G, because this fits exactly with the G, I just hit B, D, and G. So that's with the G, and then you go down to F sharp, and then you just move your fourth finger, this finger, to F sharp, and then you just move it back to G, and then you can just play that through. And then for the last chord, which would be a C for the verse, it's just this. And again, that's a bit confusing, but at the end I'll just record the song itself really, really slow, as slowly as I can, in the hopes that that's more of an efficient way to do that. As far as the chorus goes, all you have to do is it's G, B, and D, and feel free to pause, by the way, just in this video if it's easier for you to see that. So it's G, sorry, what was the thing? Yeah, G, B, D, so it's, and then it ends up going back to E, remember, and it's, so you're just playing triads essentially through, and if you don't know what triads are, it's just these things with one key between them, as you can see. And then I mean, essentially you could do triads the whole song, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm at this point, I think that's not very useful, so I'll just play the song as slowly as I can through, and just watch. And if there's a part you have trouble with, then again, feel free to click back and rewind. And for the most part, I'll sing with it as best I can, that is, and see how that goes. And again, hope that helps you. So yeah, I'm just gonna stitch this together with the first part. I realize that it's pretty difficult to follow, and I apologize. So this is the best thing I can do. I took a music stand, basically tilted it backwards and propped my laptop on it, so as to help you see the keys. I mean, again, it's not exactly a perfect science, as you can see. Maybe hold up, give me a second. I'll see if I can make that even better. So yeah, that's the best I can manage, I think. Let me adjust that. I'm hoping that that's not too hard for you to see or anything, or follow, that is. Oops, I gotta raise this a bit. And yeah, again, I apologize for the bad quality of this video, but I'll sing with it, and I'm in the hopes that that'll help you follow along with it. So it starts off, again, it just goes from G, so it starts at G, then you go F sharp, and then you go E, and you go D, and you go C, and then you go D. And that's basically the verse, and then for the chorus it's G, C, G, and then E, D, C, D, C, and then it goes up to D. So, but I wish you would, but I wish you would, something like that. And I'll play it right now, and I'll sing with it to see if that helps you out. Again, I'm sorry, this is my first time, so yep, I'm gonna try my best here. So it starts off again at G, as I said, and that's how every verse is essentially. Some of them change a bit. You just kind of have to tailor the thing, but essentially the chords that all the song all the chords that the song uses are G, F sharp, E, D, C, D, E, G, and C. So there are even repeats there. And if you can't span the whole thing, then you're fine to just do one note instead of being able to do that. I mean, not everyone can do that, I guess, but that's fine. So it starts off, and I remember when you lost your head. Oops, I made a mistake there, my bad. So it's B, D, G. Sorry, there's a vacuum upstairs, and it's it's bothering me. So it's B, D, G for the most part, but when it gets to the F sharp, you're gonna play B, D, F sharp. So it's these two, and then F sharp, and yeah. And this is the round middle C, if that means anything to you, I guess. But and I transposed myself down one. I don't know if I said that earlier because this is the second take, really. So yeah. So it's, and I remember when you lost your head. Sometimes I wonder how you stay so sad when you're so beautiful. Oh. And as you saw, I just used BDG. So it's BDG, BDF sharp, BDG, BDG, and then ACE, so ace. And then it repeats itself. So it's, and I remember every word you said. Now you were scared because you never been somewhere so beautiful. Oh. And you go up to D just to play the second part. So beautiful. Oh. So to lead into the chorus. And then the chorus is G, and then C, then G, E, D, C, D, E. So you just go up and down, sort of. So then it goes up to so then you play for that. If I haven't said so already, I'll just reiterate. It's going to be G, D, B for when you're playing G. And then when it goes up to C, you open up, you move your pinky to E. And then for E, you just play triads. So then it's, so tell me why we're talking when we dance so good. So tell me why we're talking when we dance so good. Sorry about that, I live in a house with many people. But I'll go back to the chorus. So then it's B, D, G, or no, excuse me, chorus, my bad. So it's G, B, D. Well, it's actually the same thing, but G, B, D, and then when you hit C, you open up your hand to E. So it's D, G, B, E. So then it's, so tell me why we're talking when we dance so good. So tell me why we're talking when we dance so good. E, G, B. And I know you can't stay. D, F sharp, A. But I wish you would. C, E, G. But I wish you would. D, F sharp, A again. But I wish you would. So it's E, G, B, and then you just go up to G. And then up to C. Or if you can, you can follow the tune a bit. If I remember, I just kind of coined that in my head. So I think what I did was something like that. But anyway, yeah. Other than that, I mean, the verse is basically the same and the chorus is the same, other than the second verse, which I'll just play. So that one goes, so now you tell me that you're on the mend. Sometimes I wonder how you don't go mad when you're so beautiful. Oh, oh.